sneaking gold sparkly jellies covering 2 pint-sized feet down the 86 stairs to the garden beneath our house, my ringlets bounce in my eyes. I'm 6, fresh. The leaves are already turning comfy shades of earth and sunlight. Plus the wooden steps of the deck, the shady concrete slabs are hidden under mounds of burnt umber and Mars. The soft, squishy plastic of my feet are still solid enough to make them crinkle. I'm sneaking down here. More like I think I am, but my clumsy punga legs take one careful step and a plod as the other foot comes to join it. I think I'm treading lightly, cautiously, so as not to disturb them. I think of the Indian in the cupboard and how he hunts by making his feet fit against the woodland floor, and I'm doing my best to imitate, but I'm at step 58 and I'm already a little breathless from my dumpy body's descent. Adults don't come this far, or so it is I like to think. It belongs just to me. Way down under the shade from the looming bank of pine trees, the wilderness of the wacky old drunk who lives above and on the other side of the rise. I say he's old, but he's probably only 40. I say he's a drunk because I've heard my mother say it, but even now, I don't know if that's true. In a couple of years, or could be months, he'll have some kids there, much older than me, maybe 11 or 12 or 13. 3 boys and a girl. They'll be on the bank, breaking sticks with heavy, uncensored footsteps, tossing up fallen needles with their toes, hiffing pine cones. They'll see me. Prime target. Wide enough not to miss. A few in the belly and 1 in the head. I think it hurts more than it does. Cushioned skin, fragile soul. You know how tender little girls are. They laugh, and eventually find a strained fungus that looks like the husk of a soccer ball. They'll pretend they want to show me something cool, and naively, I believe them. Bright-eyed and hopeful, all the curious charm of innocence, I'll tread carefully, clumsily, whispering sorry to the saplings that I stand too close to, and slip, trying to haul my podgy frame up the steep edge of the bank. I say steep, but it's probably more of a slight incline. The boys will grin, and I think that somehow some magic has occurred and I've won my way in with the cool kids. They'll hold the fungus on the end of a stick and tell me it's the head of a dead man. There are pictures of skeletons on the wall in the hall upstairs, so I know what a skull is, and I know it isn't that, but still it scares me. Their grins get wider and he flicks it off the stick and it gets tangled in my ringlets. I get such a fright that I cry, and I tell them that Mab will get them, and they ask if that's my mum, while they chortle and poke at me with dirty sticks. I tell them that she's the evil fairy queen, and they have pine cones at me. But that hasn't happened yet. Right now I'm at step 64. It's the last step next to the right neighbour's house. They're Russian or German, old with kids, all grown up. It makes me giggle that they have the same short haircut. There's a type of bird that does this ice cream truck impression, but for the longest time I thought it was him, whistling in the garden while he works. When he died, the whistles never left. Somehow, I wondered if it was a ghost, but I didn't quite believe it. The tip of my jelly hits step 73. From here you can't see the house anymore. If Mum calls from the deck, I will hear, but I'll pretend not to, just so I get a little bit longer. Step 80 and I can see the swing. I said adults don't come down here, but that's not entirely true. Dad lugged that metal frame all the way down. It was never new. The yellow wooden seat peeling paint and its solid metal arms tainted in copper patches. The legs were probably blue once, but only a patch of colour remains splotched on the musty steel. Today, it's my destination. Farragan will be there, though I can't see him yet. I have to be on the swing if I want him to peer. For hours, We will sing songs and swing and laugh, and he will tell me tales of what it's like to be a stolen human fairy child. We will plan elaborate escapes of how we will run away together to England or to Wales and get jobs in a castle and get married and have babies and build them swing sets at the bottom of gardens. But we both know it'll never happen. Mab would never let him go. I know I'm lucky he gets to slink away long enough to push me on the swing. We keep our eye out for wasps, Mab's diligent minions, spies sent out to catch us. And if we see one, we run. I clamber up 86 stairs and collapse, half dead to the top, and pray that he managed to get away.